What's up? I was sick for the last few days, but I'm really trying to post more regularly so I can have a conversation with you guys. I am now, I don't know, my beard's grown out, and this is just who I am, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Um, my wife really hates me growing out my facial hair, but sometimes you just gotta be who you are. Don't let the world tell you what to do. But, over the week, yeah, I was just like in and out of consciousness. I was like basically almost dying. And a few things happened. One was that my wife posted a reel of my daughter watching Twilight for the first time. Yes, I was at Twilight. I don't know if even some of you guys might not know, and maybe the new people who show up have no idea. But I played Eric Yorkie, and it was really funny because my daughter was watching, and when she saw me come on the screen, her facial expression changed. Because to her, I'm like just an idiot dad who doesn't know anything in life, and so that was really a joy to watch. I mean, for her to find those films is kind of cool. I mean, she's a little young. She's turning 8 in a month, but I guess I don't know. There's worse things in the world. But something I guess I thought a lot about was just existential stuff because I was basically dying. But one thing I wanted to talk about was how I got fired. I don't know about you guys, but and this channel, just so I could explain, is basically I just want to post stuff. It's like almost like a video diary as I go through my career as an actor and director and producer. I just want to share my struggles and also things I'm learning along the way. So if that interests you, like definitely I would love to have a dialogue here because it's really lonely. I wish I had a mentor, come up in the business for the last 25 years, but I never did. Nobody ever really helped me, and if this can help or even just create like a conversation, that'd be great. But yeah, I got hired, I was only acting at the time and auditioning like really heavily. And there was a pilot for NBC, and it was about this school and all the happenings around the pickup and drop-offs, and it was called The Gates. Hold on one sec. My brother-in-law's here, so I gotta open the door for him. Okay, sorry about this. I don't wanna stop the flow though. So, I'm in Russia, by the way. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I guess this is a chance for you guys to see my brother-in-law. Give me 1 second. He's coming. He's coming up the elevator. I hear him. He's almost here. Okay, yeah, he's about to. Привет. Rako lежит диван. Да. You heard me speak some Russian. All right, so let me finish this story. I was on this show, and I got hired on the pilot. For those of you who don't know what that is, a pilot is when you audition, and it's like the first episode of the show. So you shoot the first episode of the show, and then the network watches it, and they decide if they want to pick it up, which means that they're going to make it into a series and shoot like the first season. And then at the end of the first season, they decide if they want to pick it up for a second season, and so on and so forth. So I got hired to play, I guess a young, annoying guy. There's a common theme. I used to get cast as a young, funny sidekick or annoying dude or tech bro. But I auditioned, and it came down to me and Utkarsh. He's a guy in Pitch Perfect, the Indian dude. And I know him. We're friends, and we auditioned against each other, and it was such a battle. And it's so funny. After the last audition for the Studio Network, we went to a bar together to have a drink. And while we were having a drink, Utkarsh got a call and heard that I had gotten the part, and we were sitting there next to each other. It's a little awkward, but we were friends, so it was all good. He was happy for me, and I thought I won the battle. Little did I know that that was just the start of my pain. So we go and we do a table read, and I get a note from my manager that, hey, they want you to bring your energy up. Okay. And then they set up another table read. And, this is where you are at a long table and all these people are watching you. And it's a performance. And the second one, I was trying my best and I was doing everything, but it's different. Like each stage of the game is so different. When you're auditioning, it's just you in the room. Then a table read is your chemistry with everybody else in the cast. And then you go and shoot the thing, and then that's a whole nother thing because that includes camera technique, and it's not live energy. It's not like theater. So I go, and I just felt the vibe was off, man. I just wasn't on my game. And I leave, and I still think I'm on the show. I go to a bar with some friends in Silver Lake, and I start drinking. And I get a call, and it's my manager, and he was like, hey, you, where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm having a drink with my friends, we're just kind of having a celebration. And he's like, well, I need you to sit down. I go, uh-oh, well, what's going on? And he goes, can you get somewhere quieter? So I leave the bar, I go on the sidewalk. He's like, yeah, they're gonna fire you. And I was like, why? And they were like, yeah, they're gonna call you in a few minutes, but they're gonna fire you. They're replacing you with this African-American actor named Echo Kellum, who I ended up doing another pilot with for Comedy Central maybe a few years later. But I was really bummed out, and I didn't quite know how to handle it. And I went back in, and all my friends were like, hey, let's have a shot. And I was like, guys, I just got fired. They were very supportive. It's really awesome to have friends. But ultimately, that's what Hollywood is. That's what entertainment is. It's a lot of rejection, man. And, now that I've switched over to writing and directing, I did that because I mostly wanted to have more control in my career. But now I'm entering into the studio system where I have to kind of audition again to get these directing jobs. And I've gotten, I just got word a few days ago I was up for this film for Netflix, and they went with somebody else. But I've had so much training as an actor. I'm so resilient that it really doesn't bug me, like truly doesn't bug me. Maybe I might be bummed out for like an hour or two, but not that bad. I guess the biggest lesson that I learned from getting fired that day is literally nothing is yours. Nothing is permanent, and nothing is owed to you. There's this sense of entitlement you get when you start booking jobs. And, my daughter watching Twilight now, you start to get an inflated sort of sense of yourself and ego when you start doing well. And then times when you get fired, you get brought back down to earth, and you realize that nothing is given to you, nothing is actually, owed to you. And that's what I learned that day. And it was a good lesson. And I think throughout my career, nothing has been easy. I've really fought for every job, every opportunity. And I've worked really, really, really hard. On screen, I play these kind of slack off guys. But in real life, I have always been a go-getter and try to make my own opportunities. So I've really taken things with a grain of salt, but one thing I do know is hard work is the only balancing of scales there is in entertainment. I know the industry is shifting a little bit, but even more so, if you're doing new media or you're working for yourself in social media, it's entirely you. It's all you. It's like you have to figure out your marketing, your performance, your editing, everything yourself. So I have so much respect for people who do this full time and do social media and all that stuff. But man, hard work is the only way for you to even possibly have a chance. And for me, that's the lesson I learned that day. But I'll see you tomorrow.